think so, but to answer this, people are going to have to sort out the truth from fiction, and they're going to have to make up their minds based on facts available to them. You know, you can make up your own mind, but you can't make up your own facts. This is one of a series of videos from the Environmentally Friendly Drilling Systems, or EFD program, that discusses the technologies that address environmental footprint of drilling and production of shale gas resources. EFD provides the unbiased science and develops solutions to address environmental and social issues associated with energy development. Since the protection of our freshwater resources is one of the most important environmental needs, Texas A&M University, one of the EFD Alliance members, developed a simple water testing kit that can be used as a screening tool for water quality. And it's cheap. Today we're going to learn about this new water kit that can be used to quickly determine if a sample of groundwater or surface water contains common contaminants and if further testing might be needed. This is an important tool for farmers, ranchers, or even landowners concerned about their water quality and possible impacts from farming, livestock grazing, or oil and gas activity. This is a nifty new tool that you can use to tell if you have a possible problem with contaminated water, either from a well or a surface water source. While it may look complicated, it isn't really any more difficult to use than any of the measuring tools we might use to keep a fish aquarium in balance, a koi pond, or a swimming pool in balance. With me here today, I have Dave Burnett. He's with the Global Petroleum Research Institute, and he's going to tell us a little more about this low-cost water screening tool. So Dave, why don't you tell us all about it?
Well, what we're going to do today is to check the water quality in the Guadalupe River. The Guadalupe River is a very clean river. This kit tells you if there's any contamination from something that might have washed into the river from upstream. The kit, this is what we have here. It's got all number of things in it. We don't do all of the tests, but we bring it out to the well site, or to the pond, or to the river, to the landowner's property with the county agent. The kit comes with instructions and descriptions of a number of different chemicals. What we're doing is to look for the most common contaminants. We have special probes that will measure the dissolved content, chlorides, some of the contaminants that you might have come down the river. We have pH meters that measures the pH. We have colorimeters that will tell you how the water looks that you've taken out of the pond, the river, or your water well. And then lastly, we've got a set of vials that you put the water in, and then you let it sit on your windowsill for several days. You can tell whether there's any acid-forming bacteria. This is very important for oil and gas operations. So that's what's in the kit. Before we run the tests, everybody has safety eyeglasses, we have gloves, and we have all sorts of cleaning equipment. Very straightforward. That's what we're doing. Let's look at the turbidity now. Take a small sample tube. This is water we just took from the river. I fill it up to a certain line, put the cap on it, and we put it in the colorimeter. Let's use this one. Opens it up, take out the standard, put that in, punch the button. In 1 minute, it gets a reading. That's all there is to it. What we do, because you can get a lot of information from these chemistries, what you want to know is, what does that tell me, that reading? We use a chart that comes to the landowner or the person asking the question, and we hand it, and we have a number of different measurements using different chemistries right here. We're interested in the acidity. Is there something that's in the water, maybe biologicals, that is lower in the pH? We're looking at in the presence of chlorides. If it's a water well or something like that, you should have fairly low salinity. I'm down on the coast, we see a little higher salinity. We look at the conductivity, pH, nitrate, phosphorus. These are chemicals that you get in the water if there's runoff from agricultural operations. There's some of these things like chromium and chlorides and barium that we measure that would indicate that there might be a contamination from oil and gas operations. What Chris Weimers and I will leave with the landowner who's interested and has asked us to come out and look at the water is this booklet. The booklet contains a description of how we developed this kit It's from Hawk Company. Simple testing of groundwater. It'll also give you a chart that tells you what's the importance if it's barium in the water. Chlorides or chromium. This is what we can test for. Now ahead of time I run several tests. When we get through, we'll have a number of check marks. This water we ran, we found that the alkalinity was within a parameter range that we deem acceptable. Chlorides are low, drinking water. Hardness is low, like you'd have in the hill country. We don't have any nitrate or nitrite. The pH is acceptable, so we get the green check marks. Now this is another sample from a well water that is near a site that we believe might have contaminated. Now we're seeing a higher amount of chlorides in it. Now we're seeing hardness that's a little beyond what we believe to be acceptable. There's iron in it, and the turbidity is higher. Remember, I measured turbidity.
Hey Dave, what should people do if they find these high readings?
What you will do is, you'll take a look. Some of these things are more important than others. That's the screen chart. If you find that you get more red than green, it's in that zone, then you would take a sample. Chris would tell you how to get those samples. You send off to an EPA certified environmental lab. They'll give you more complicated but more detailed and a certified test. Water quality changes. So by doing this every month or every 3 months, and you know, Susan, we're doing this in DeWitt County for the rancher. Every 3 months we go out to the ranch and we test their water. We test their soil, we test the air. You can tell whether there's any sort of an impact, an environmental impact, from any operations like oil and gas in proximity.
This is really a great idea, a real cost-saving idea. So tell me, who developed this?
A student of mine, Omar Ganoum, working for me, developed the kit, looked through all of the things in the literature, found the things that were affordable, and then went to Hawk Company and put together the kit.
So that's it. If you'd like to know more about testing water, the EFD program, or more about the many technologies that are being developed and used to minimize impacts associated with energy development, call or email us. We're here to help. www.efdsystems.org, or you can call us at 281-364-6093. Thank you. Hey Bridget, wanna go for a walk? Come on, let's go.